What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next video on learning Laravel. My name is QD Azani and you guys watching my channel Coriold. Alright, so in this video we're going to see how we're going to upload the images in Laravel, how we're going to upload a file, our image in Laravel. Alright, so before we continue, guys, go ahead and fire up your Laravel PHP Artisan Serve to start your Laravel. So we are still here at the users form, and we still here at the users create. We have created controller for this, and we have a method public function create, and we have a function we have another post in our so if you look in here in our web, we have a method here, store and create. You can view the form, in the store you can submit the form to store. Alright, so how we gonna upload our file? Okay, so before we continue, if you guys observe here, we have bootstraps running on the CDN. So if you look in here, that's the CDN that we have downloaded in the previous video. So I'm going to show you a way that say for example, now if I turn off my internet, my form is going to collapse, everything is going to collapse. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn off my internet and I'm going to show you, and then before that you guys go ahead to see the bootstrap file. You guys go ahead and download your bootstrap file. So what happens when you, instead of CDN, which we have done it here, if you look in here, this CDN is internet, but because we are developers and sometimes we don't have internet, sometimes you live in the places of the world where there is hardly going to see internet, so there is a way for us to get rid of this, file here, and download the whole bootstrap to view the same view, so we can have the same view. Alright, so we can go here and it says where it says the examples. If you look in here, the examples, we're going to click the examples and download the examples. Why we're going to install the examples? When you install the examples, say for example now headers, it's going to be ready made for you guys. So instead of typing code, you guys going to get a heroes, then that's a heroes, and then you guys going to get features if you're doing products, and you guys going to get sidebars, and you guys going to get footer, drop downs. So everything's ready out of the box. You guys don't need to put anything here. So you have a list group, for example, you have an album. If you do album, you're going to get albums here, but all of them is going to be included in this example. So all we got to do is just change it. Say for example, if you want to do blog, you just download this page, and all of these, you guys look in here, all of these here, masonry, dashboard, blog, so album RTL, checkout RTL, carousel RTL, if you're looking off canvas, navbar, and navbar statics, cheat sheet RTL, everything's whatever you guys going to look at here is going to be the example, download examples. So once you guys going to click the download examples, and where this one's going to be downloaded, if you look in here, open when done, when it's going to be downloaded, this one's going to be downloaded in your download folder. So here, look in here, I have already downloaded here. You guys going to be downloading the Bootstrap 5.3.0 as a recording of this video, alpha 1, and I have already downloaded, but I downloaded 5.0.2, and you guys might be downloading different version, but doesn't matter, whatever version you guys download, Bootstrap is Bootstrap. So once you guys download this one, if you guys double click this one, you guys should have a WinRAR or some sort of say unpacking software. Say for example, if I click this, it's the WinRAR is going to jump in, and it's going to be don't worry about this. Once you download this one, if you double click, go here, it says extract to, make sure you guys extract to all the way your say for example Laravel, your Laravel is going to be on Vim64. You're looking for Vim64, then you're looking for www, and then you're looking for your say Laravel, www first, JavaScript, PHP, and then you're going to see Laravel, and when it says Laravel, that's our first Laravel, and when it says first Laravel, make sure you're going to put it in your say Bootstrap. Say for example, I have put it in Bootstrap examples. I have already put it here. Once you do OK, it's going to bring it here, so you guys can change the name. You can change the name, but make sure you put it in your public. So if I close this, if I bring this and look it here, in my public, I have exactly the same file. So I have put my file here. To save time, I have put my file here and I rename it to a Bootstrap example, so I can remember here. And as I said before, you can see all whatever you guys going to see, navbar, you're going to see heroes, you're going to see grid features, cover, whatever you guys going to see there in Bootstrap, whatever you guys going to see, we have it here in our Bootstrap. So in here, whatever you guys going to see, we have an album. All you guys need to go is, say for example, if you need a carousel, you guys gonna go here, say index, you guys need to go there and just copy the whole thing and bring in, and you have a ready-made index for the carousel. You guys don't need to do anything. All you guys need to do is just fix this href. That's it. That's all you guys gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna say for example, if you don't want this CDN, we can get rid of this CDN. So once you guys get rid of this CDN, so if you open for example RTL, if you go index, and you're going to see here there is a link here, there is a link here, and links got a rel, and it's the style sheet. It's telling HTML that there is a link here. We can copy this link whatever here. So if you say click any of this file, say for example if you go to index, you're going to see link. You can copy this one and just close that one and paste it here. You can paste it here, and where it says that link href, you guys need to remove this one because we don't need this. And you can put your delimiter, and here you guys need to put an asset. So what happens with the asset, and inside the asset we can put our file. Okay, so before doing that, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to turn off the internet. So I'm going to show you guys. So here, once you guys do that, make sure you bring it here in your public, where it says here in your public. And I'm gonna, because I have already done this, I'm gonna close it from my download. If you look into my download, you guys might be having different version, but doesn't matter. 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, Bootstrap's always the same. I have learned Bootstrap, the early versions of the Bootstrap, and I reckon Bootstrap is still the same. Still works the same. It still works exactly. It's got the same files. Company that makes Bootstrap is Twitter, and Twitter's improved this Bootstrap all the time. Okay, so now we have removed the CDN from the Bootstrap. We have removed the CDN. We have installed this one. This guy is here. So once you guys install this one, so now if I go ahead and before doing anything, if I go ahead and turn off the internet, you're going to see that my Bootstrap's gonna disappear. So now I'm gonna go. So now looking here, my internet's turned off. I don't have internet anymore. So because now I have a link here, you guys can say now we might get an error. Say for example, we can put some sort of file inside. We can put a, say for example, favicon.ico. So we can put a favicon.ico, because if you leave it empty, you guys gonna get an error. So because I just want to show you what happens when you don't have internet, what happens to your Bootstrap. So if you refresh this one, you guys gonna get this normal HTML. You're not gonna get any style. Look in here, because we have turned off the internet and we don't have the Bootstrap, we don't have the styling anymore. So this is just a bare bone single look at here. We don't have anything. We don't have any Bootstrap. We don't have any interactive. It looks not very nice. So as I said, but we have help, and our help is here. I have changed the name. If you look in here, you can, it's Bootstrap 5.2 examples is alpha. I recommend you guys go ahead with the 2, because alpha is just a testing period. alpha or beta. Beta is just for the user, but alpha is for the, say, for the developers only. So if you go ahead in just Bootstrap 5.20 at the recording of this video, you might in the future videos you might see different versions of the Bootstrap, but stay away from this alpha. Make sure you always go with the beta, or just normal with this one, just normal Bootstrap, because alpha is for developers, for just for testing. But even if you go for this one, because it has all the goodness of 5.2.0, it might have a little bit extras here. Okay, so once that one out of the way, now we're going to come here, because we have put our asset, and our asset always goes towards the public. So what we're going to do is that we're going to put the name of the file, Bootstrap examples. So we put a Bootstrap, and you put a /. Then we're going to come here, and all we need is assets here. If you look in here, there is another folder here, it's called assets, and inside this asset, all of these files, it has say for example CSS. It has inside this asset, it has a dist. Dist is for distribution, and inside this dist it has a CSS. So we put a CSS, and inside this CSS we have a Bootstrap min CSS. So we put a Bootstrap dot min dot CSS. So what is this Bootstrap dot min dot CSS? Bootstrap min CSS is a minified version of the CSS. So if you click this one, you're not going to understand anything here, because that's a minified version of the Bootstrap. So it's a very massive long file. You're not going to read all of this, so we're going to stay away from reading this. But this is a minified version of the Bootstrap. It's just exactly like that CDN. CDN is connected to this one at the core of the Bootstrap. Okay, so you look in here, we have a link, we have href, we have put assets, and we put the name of the file, and we put assets, and we put a dist, and we put a CSS, and we put a Bootstrap min CSS. You can put just a Bootstrap. You don't need to put a Bootstrap examples. The reason I put it, so I can remember this is a Bootstrap, this is a Bootstrap example. So just in case if I bring another in future Bootstrap, so I can remember this, there are two distinct files. Okay, so if you Control S and save all, make sure your link it has a href like this, and closing like this, and make sure it has this. If you remove this rel style sheet, then the Bootstrap not gonna process this. So if your link doesn't have this guy here, it means that Bootstrap not gonna process this. So make sure you have a link href, and you have a style sheet to tell the Bootstrap, the HTML, that this is a Bootstrap file. And look in here, I refresh it, and it's back to normal, and I don't have internet. I do not have internet, my internet is not working, there is no internet here, but I have my file here. Okay, so now I think it's too much for one video for me to go ahead with this asset, because this for some people might be struggling with this one. So I leave it, I leave the file uploading on the next video. So I'll leave you guys, you guys can make sure you guys use the asset, and you guys need to look at the name. You guys don't need to put a public, because once you put an asset, it means it goes in your public. And make sure you guys put all your files not in the resources and your public. Your public should have all your files, whatever files you have for font awesome, CSS, whatever files you're bringing, make sure you're going to put it here. And make sure you're looking for asset here. For asset this, but just in case in the future you need a JavaScript, you guys need to put a Bootstrap bundle min CSS, and the JavaScript always come at the end of the file. It comes somewhere around here, but we don't need a JavaScript at the moment. We need a Bootstrap for our forms, to found our form, so our form looks beautiful and is responsive. For example, look at here, our form shrinks. So if someone opens in the mobile, it shrinks with the Bootstrap. So that's what we need in our Bootstrap. So it's done, like when you guys need to put it here, and make sure you are once you put in link, make sure you guys put a rel. If you don't put a rel, your this one's not going to work. So if you're wondering why it's not working, it's because you need to come here and check here. So yeah, that's it about this video, guys. In the next video we're gonna see the file uploading. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, Cryowood. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.